Hey, everybody, I wanted to talk to you for just a few minutes, about the state of things today and really entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship and how it relates to this COVID-19 nightmare that's going on and really how I'm approaching it. I think I'm not let me say this, a I'm not somebody that makes excuses. I'm not going to throw excuses out there for anything, even if it's not my fault. I'm not. I rarely make excuses, but I feel myself, or I felt myself, drawn in on this one because, unlike anything I've ever experienced in my entire life, I'm 51 years old. We're going through right now. That is where the government decided for me that my business needs to disappear. Now, I can take it, and I've bought and sold a dozen businesses over the years, and in that time, I've lost businesses because of my screw-ups. Things that I did incorrectly caused me to lose that business, and anytime that happens, at the time it was difficult, but it seemed easy to deal with relative to what this is. And so when you do it yourself, it seems like it's a lot easier as long as yourself and you have some self-assessment involved in it and seeing what you did right or wrong. In this case, the government took it, and so I found myself getting kind of bitchy. I found myself kind of crying a little bit in my milk, kind of saying this isn't fair and woe is me. And I forgot that I'm an entrepreneur. I forgot what got me here. And that attitude isn't what got me here. Being an entrepreneur is what got me here. And as an entrepreneur, I want to remind everybody out there that's feeling it right now what it is to be an entrepreneur. We've spent our lives sweating. We've spent our lives bleeding. We've spent our lives sacrificing for that company. We've risked everything. I don't know about you guys. I've risked everything I've had multiple occasions to make it where I am. I've worked inordinate number of hours to get where I am. I have risked and sacrificed, as I said, on a monumental scale. And each one of us, if you're an entrepreneur, need to remember how different we are from everyone else. So everyone watching this that isn't an entrepreneur, I want you to appreciate how difficult it is to be an entrepreneur. All suffering is bad. There is no good suffering, but there are different levels of suffering without a doubt. Anybody without a job right now is suffering, and I feel bad for every one of you. But to equate your suffering on a job that you're going to be able to go back to, and if that job's not there, you're going to be able to go find another job, is not the same thing as the entrepreneur who had his business, his life, everything he's invested, everything she's put into it, taken away from them for no reason of their own, and are not going to be able to open it back up, are going to lose everything that they have, are not going to be able to make car payments and house payments and truck payments, are not going to be able to continue to send their kids to the same school that they were sending them to, will not be able to do the things that they've gotten used to doing over the years from their own hard work, not because of anything they did incorrectly, but because the government took it. And we need to appreciate the entrepreneurs. There was a statement that was used in the Depression era about the forgotten man, and they had the forgotten man incorrect. The forgotten man in that context was the actual man on the street. I think the forgotten man during the Depression is the same person who the forgotten man is, and it's a guy caught in the middle. And as entrepreneurs, we're caught in the middle. We are the forgotten man because we don't have a job to go back to. We don't have a life to go back to. We don't have a world to go back to. If we lose the business, we lose the business. And I just want to encourage everybody as entrepreneurs to remember what made us who we are, where we come from. It's easy for me to sit here and say, I'm living it and breathing it and bleeding it the same way all of you are. I just want us to remember, because that's what worked for me in my head. I had to step outside of myself and say, hey, what do we do to get here? Quit doing the woe is me. Quit feeling bad for yourself. Get up and do the things that made you successful, and then go do it again. And to everybody that's not an entrepreneur, please appreciate how difficult an entrepreneur has it. He's not just losing his livelihood, he's losing his life. She's losing her life. That's a long time and a lot of effort to put into something only to have it taken away from you. And I don't think that we give entrepreneurs the amount of credit that they deserve.